Good morning. Here, myself Gajanan Davande. The second lecture on polynomials, that is the second lecture of 9th class mathematics. हमने पहले polynomials के बारे में पढ़ा. What is polynomials? Then binomials, monomials, binomials, trinomials, and so on. In which we have gone through so many terminologies. That is, first is term, coefficient, constant, and so many terms. Again we will repeat. While solving the problem, I will speak the terms. Now I am going to write down one equation, whether it is x square plus 5x plus 2. Clear? This is a polynomial equation. Clear? This is a polynomial. Now, how many terms are there? 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3 terms. Clear? Degree of equation, the highest power is called degree of equation. Clear? This is called degree of equation. Now, I would like to explain some more terminology here. That is, we can write down the polynomials like this also: a n x raised to the power a n x raised to the power n, a n minus 1 x raised to the power n minus 1, and so on. So you can say a4 x raised to the power 4 plus a3 x raised to the power 3 plus a2 x square plus a1 x raised to the power 1 a0 x raised to the power 0, like this. So what we can say, this is the polynomial equation of how much degree? Highest degree is nth degree. Clear? This is nth degree. Clear? This is the polynomial equation in nth degree. And how many terms are there? That is n plus 1. Why n plus 1? N is up to this point and the x constant term. A0 is constant term. Here, condition is that an should not be equal to 0. An should not be equal to 0 means constant or the coefficient of x raised to the power n should not be equal to 0. Only then you can say the degree of equation is nth degree. Clear? Now, one more terminology is there. If say a0 is equal to a1 is equal to a2 is equal to a3 is equal to so on is equal to 0, means all the terms are equal to 0. So this is called zero polynomial. Z-E-R-O, zero polynomial. This is called zero polynomial. Clear? Now, what is the degree of zero polynomial? So now here the degree of the zero polynomial is not defined. What we will say, the degree of the zero polynomial is not defined. This is written in your book. If you will read the book, then you will find this. It is not defined. So this is the equations or the polynomials in one variable. The equation may be in 2 variables, equation may be in 3 variables, and equation may be in n number of variables. Means instead of writing only x, there may be y, there may be z, R, S, T, U. So many variables you can write down in the form of letters, different letters. Say x square plus y square plus 3xy plus 4. Now x and y are variable. Clear? X and y are variable. X and y are variable. Now the constant of x square is 1, constant of x square, coefficient of y square is 1, 4 is constant value, 3 is the coefficient of x and y. Clear? So many forms of in the forms you can write down. There may be equations in 3 variables you can write down: x square plus y square plus z square plus 3xyz. There are 3 variables. So this is the equation, polynomial equation in 3 variables. Clear? So polynomial equations in 3 variables, u square plus y square, that is also there. So now we come to the exercise number 2.1. So exercise number 2.1, very simple exercise. Problem number 1, write down: which of the following expressions are polynomials in one variable? Polynomials in one variable, and which are not? So first equation is 4x square minus 3x plus 7. This is the first one. So variable is x, so that is a single variable. Clear? The equation is polynomial equation. There is no negative power in x or under root of x. So that's why this is a polynomial equation. This is a polynomial, and at the same time this is a single variable polynomial. Clear? So you can write having 3 terms. It is not being asked, but it is having 3 terms. Y square plus under root 2. Second, y square plus under root 2. Here under root 2 is constant. Clear? Y square means y is variable, the power is 2. So there is only y is the only variable. And having positive number, that is whole number, in power of variable. So that's why it is polynomial. So this is single variable polynomial. Third one is 3 root 2 root t. 3 root t plus root 2. This is constant, no problem. But here root 3 root t is variable, but power is rational number. Power is rational number, or you can say it is there is a root. Root is there, hence equation is not polynomial. Of course, there is t is variable, but the equation is not polynomial. So, because there is under root t as we have studied. Next one is y plus 2 upon y. Y plus 2 upon y. Fourth one. Y plus 2 upon y. Y plus 2 into y raised to the power minus 1. So, this is not polynomial. This is not polynomial. Of course, the variable is single y, but this is not polynomial equation. Next one is x raised to the power 10, y raised to the power 3, x raised to the power 10 plus y raised to the power 3 plus t raised to the power 50. So, this is fifth one. Of course, this is a polynomial equation. This is a polynomial. But in 3 variables. Why? X is variable, y is variable, and t is variable. All the powers are whole numbers, that is 10, 3 and 10. But the variables are 3. So, this is not a single variable equation. Okay? This is a polynomial in 3 variables having 3 terms. Clear? So, this is the first question. Now, second one. Write the coefficient of x square in each of the following, that is 2 plus x square plus x. 2 plus x square plus x. Coefficient means 2 plus 1 into x square plus x. This 1 is coefficient. That is the constant which is multiplied with the term variable is called coefficient. So, 1 is the coefficient of the 1 is the coefficient of x square. Second one, that is 2 minus x square plus x cube. 2 minus x square plus x cube. So, here again 2, I will write plus minus 1 into x square plus x cube. Can I write like this? In the earlier classes we have seen plus into minus is equal to minus. So, this will be minus. So, I can write minus 1. Now, this is the again, what is this? This is the coefficient. So, minus 1 is the coefficient of x square. Minus 1 is the coefficient of x square. Clear? So, you have to concentrate on the sign also, whether it is plus or minus with the constant. Clear? Third one. Third one is minus pi by 2 x square plus x. This is the third question of second. So, again this is x square multiplied multiplying constant is pi by 2, so pi by 2 is coefficient of x square. As in the question it is being asked, write down the coefficient of x square. So pi by 2 is the coefficient of x square. Again fourth one, that is under root 2 x minus 1. Fourth one, under root 2 x minus 1. This is a polynomial. Okay, degree is 1. Under root 2 is coefficient, but this is the coefficient of x. There is no term of x square. Constant, that is the coefficient is 0, because any number or any variable multiplied with the 0 the answer will be 0. So this is 0. Okay, so this is fourth one of second question. Next, give one example each of binomial of degree 35. I think you know binomial. Binomial means two terms. Binomial means two term. Degree means degree 35 means highest power. Power of variable is 35. इसका मतलब है कि जो भी हम वेरिएबल लेंगे उसकी पावर, सबसे ज़्यादा पावर जो होगी वो 35, कम से कम एक टर्म ऐसी हो जिसकी वेरिएबल की पावर 35 हो. तो हम ये लिख सकते हैं, वी कैन राइट एनी टाइप ऑफ इक्वेशन, दैट इज से 3x रेज़ टू द पावर 35 प्लस 15x raised to the power 7. So there are two terms only. 35 is the highest power. So the degree of the equation is 35 and there are two terms only. So this is binomial. Clear? Now you can write another one. So that is 3. Sorry, no, I am writing 3. Why should I report? I will write x raised to power 35 plus 5. This is also binomial equation. X raised to 5, x raised to the power 35 plus x raised to the power 34. This is also binomial equation of third degree 35 because the highest power is 35. Now I think you have got this point. So this is the part of the question number 3. Now the second half part is a monomial of degree 100. Binomial and monomial. Okay. Means the term is 1 only and the degree is 100, means x raised to the power 100, or you can write variable y raised to the power 100. Say this is, I am writing or. Don't get confused whether you can take x or you can take y. So I am taking here for example y raised to the power 100 because monomial, so I have to write down only one term. I can multiply by any constant. Okay, 3, or we can say 4y raised to the power 100 or 13y raised to the power 100, or I can write 3 by 5 y raised to the power 100. So this is the coefficient, okay, this is the coefficient. I can write in plus or minus 6y raised to the power 100. So the degree of the equation is 100 and the term is only 1. So these are the different types of answers. So you can write number of answers for this. So you have to write down only one. So you can write down only one as you wish. Clear? So but it must be, there must be only one term and the power of the variable must be 100 only, because the degree of the equation is 100. You can write down z also, z to the power 100. This is also monomial in having the power of degree of 100. Clear? Degree of 100. So write the degree of each of the following polynomials. So 5, I think I must write down first of all the question so that we can quickly write down 5x square plus 4x square plus, you must write down, you must solve the problems with me or simultaneously. I am just giving the space for that to solve the problems. Y minus 4 minus y square. Second problem is 4 minus y square. Third one is 5t minus root 7. 5t minus root 7. Next one is 3. This is first one, this is second one, this is third one, and this is fourth one. Okay. We have to write down the degree of the equation. This is polynomial, definitely this is polynomial. Power vary in one variable. Variable is x. The equation is having 3 terms, and the highest power is 3, 2 and 1. The highest power is 3. So the degree of polynomial, I can write polynomial is 3. In this case, variable is y. Highest power of variable y is 2. Hence, degree of polynomial is 2. Here the variable is t, highest power is 1. So the degree of polynomial is 1, single degree. Now 3 into any variable, say x raised to the power 0. So the degree is 0. It is not a constant. Clear? It is a constant. Next is 5. Fifth one, classify the following fourth है ना 0 के. Classify the following as linear, quadratic and cubic polynomials. Okay, so first of all I have to explain the name of the equations, whether it is a cubic or quadratic or linear. So I'm just writing the standard forms first of all. So that is ax plus b, ax square plus bx plus c, then ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Here in this case a should not be equal to 0, here also a should not be equal to 0, here also a should not be equal to 0. This is the condition, because if a becomes 0, what will happen? X multiplied by 0, so this will be cancelled. So there is only constant term will be remaining, that is b. Here if a is multiplied by 0 is multiplied by x square, so this term will vanish, so this will be bx plus c. So the degree of the first equation is, that is the first equation is ax plus b. So this is called linear equation. Having one degree. 1 degree polynomial equation means it is called the linear equation. If the power is 2, it means the single variable x, of course, here also single variable, ax square plus bx plus c. Here power is 2, so this is called quadratic equation. Quadratic polynomial or quadratic equation means the degree is 2. There is term x square. Okay. Now here the term is cube 3. So this is cubical equation. It is not related to the terms. Clear? It is related to the degree and single variable. It is not necessary the x is, you have to write down the variable x only. It may be in terms of y, it may be in terms of z, it may be in terms of t, s, r, any variable. So here you can also write ay plus b or cz plus d. All these three are linear equations. Means variable is having one power, here variable is having highest power is 2, here the highest power of variable is 3. So this is linear equation, this is quadratic equation, and this is cubical equation. The meaning is clear. Now it is not necessary there should be 3 terms or 4 terms. I will write down few examples of linear equations. So 5x, this is a linear equation. 5x minus 4, linear equation. Minus 5x plus 8, linear equation. Minus 5, not 5, say 3x plus 14. Minus 13x minus 6. All these are linear equations. Clear? Means there may be one term, there may be 2 term, plus or minus, whatever may be, but the variable is having the single power, that is first degree, 1 degree, and this is called linear equation. Okay. The other examples of the quadratic equation, say I will write basic equation or standard equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, in which a should not be equal to 0. Okay. So I can write 5x square plus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. Okay. 5x square plus 3x. This is also quadratic equation. I should not write 0 so that you can understand very clearly. 5x square plus 1. This is also quadratic equation. I think the meaning is clear now. Here are 2 terms, here are 2 terms, one is this, second is this, or sequence is like this, 1 plus 5y plus 3y square. 1 13 minus 5y square plus 3y. means whatever may be the sequence, it doesn't affect. This is also quadratic equation, this is also quadratic equation, this is also quadratic equation, this is also quadratic. All these are the examples, and it means the power of the variable is 2. It should have 2 degree. Clear? So this is a quadratic. The same thing will happen or resemble with the cubical equations, but the constant of the highest power should not be equal to 0, otherwise what will happen, it will convert into the lower order of the equation. That is, if it is a quadratic, then it will be converted into constant or linear. So that's why you have to keep in mind. So classify, fifth one, classify the following as linear, quadratic or cubic polynomial. So x square plus x square plus x. So this is quadratic polynomial. Clear? Second, x minus x cube, highest power is 3. So this is cubic polynomial. This is cubic polynomial. Y plus y square plus 4, y plus y square plus 4. We can rearrange it, y square plus y plus 4. So this is a quadratic polynomial. This is quadratic polynomial. Next one, 1 plus x and 3t. 1 plus x, 3t. This is linear equation, linear polynomial. This is also, we can say plus 0. So this is also linear polynomial. Okay. So next, r square and 7x cube. R square and 7x cube. R is variable. Power is 2. Means this is quadratic polynomial. Seven x cube, degree is 3. So this is cubical polynomial. It is not necessary there must be other terms with this, the only single term, but this is cubical polynomial and this is quadratic polynomial. So I think the exercise is now completed. Okay. So the next topic is zeros of the polynomial. Zeros of the polynomial. So we will start with the example, then we will come to the point what is the meaning of zero. Zeros of the polynomial. Consider the polynomial that is px is equal to 5x cube minus 2x square, 5x cube minus 3x square, 2x square plus 3x. plus 3x minus 2 minus 2 minus. So this is the polynomial represented by px. This is denotation, we are denoting it. It means for the x value, the polynomial is 5x cube minus 2x square plus 3x minus 2. Now, if we replace x by 1 everywhere in px, means if say x is equal to 1, we are replacing everywhere x by 1. So, p1 will be equal to 5 into 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square plus 3 into 1 minus 2. So, this is 5 minus 2 plus 3 minus 2. So, 5 plus 3 is 8 minus 4. So, this is equal to 4. So, the value of the polynomial, when we substitute the value of x is equal to 1, we are getting the answer, or the p1, the value of the p1 is equal to 4. So, we can say that the value of px at x is equal to 1, that is value of px at x is equal to 1 is 4. Here the value of x we can substitute 2, 3, 4, 5, any value, you can get the value for that polynomial. So, in your book here they have substituted the value of x is equal to 0. So, it is very interesting to find this by substituting the value of x is equal to 0. You will get what you will get means p x is equal to 0. So, I can write p 0 is equal to 5 into 0 cube minus 2 into 0 square plus 3 into 0 minus 2. So, all these terms will be 0 minus 2. So, this is equal to minus 2. So, for all the values, when we substitute the value of x is equal to 0, we will get the answer minus 2. So, we can find also x is equal to minus 1, x is equal to minus 5, x is equal to 3, x is equal to 15, any value of x, because this is a variable, you can substitute any integer and then you can find out the values for that. So, this is the way of finding out. Here few examples, few problems are given, we will solve one by one. Px is equal to 5x square minus 3x plus 7. 5x square minus 3x plus 7. Substitute for x is equal to 1, at x is equal to 1. So, p1 5 into 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus 7. So, this is equal to 5 minus 3 plus 7. So, 5 minus 3 is 2 plus 7. So, this is equal to 9. So, now you can verify from the book also, the answer is 9, correct. So, second is qy is equal to 3y cube minus 3y cube minus 4y plus under root 11 at y is equal to 2. So, y is equal to 2 means substituting the value of y everywhere 2. So, this is 3 into 2 cube plus 4 into 2 plus under root 11. So, 3 into 2 cube is equal to 2 2 जा 4, 4 2 जा 8 plus 8 plus under root 11. So 8 3 जा 24 plus 8 plus under root 11. This is 32 plus under root 11. So this is the answer for y is equal to 2. So correct, this is the answer. Okay, there is something is missing. 4y, this is plus, I have written plus, here it is minus. Okay, so this is the we can change it and we can do the second problem also. So we can change this is in book is minus. So this is equal to 3 into 2 raised to the power 3 minus 4 into y plus under root 11. So this is 24 minus 4 to the 8 plus under root 11. So this is 16 plus root 11. Instead of getting 32, because we have added it, so now this is subtracted. So you have to be very particular while writing the question that the signs must be correct. Whatever the signs given in the problem, you have to write down the same signs, otherwise your method is correct but your answer is wrong. Pt is equal to 4t raised to the power 4 4t raised to the power 4. So here it is plus 5t cube minus t square, 5t cube minus t square plus I think 6 plus 6 plus 6, 8t is equal to a, correct? Yes, t is equal to a. So t is equal to a is constant here, a is not variable. So t is variable and these are the 4 terms. The degree of equation is 4. This is polynomial equation. Okay. So 4 into a raised to the power 4 plus 5a cube minus a square plus 6. This is the answer. You can check also from your book. Clear? Okay. So now we come to the heading 0 of the polynomial. If suppose p x is equal to, I am taking one example to so that you can understand. Px is equal to x minus 1. If we substitute the value of x is equal to 1, what will happen? If we substitute x is equal to 1, what will happen? P1 is equal to 1 minus 1. So this is equal to 0, means P1 is equal to 0. So value of P1, Px at x is equal to 1 is 0. You just see here what is happening. Px is equal to x minus 1. If we substitute x is equal to 1, so 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So P1 is equal to 0. So Px at x is equal to 1 is 0. So it means 1 is the 0 of the polynomial. So we can say that 1 is the 0 of the polynomial Px. Similarly, we can check it with Qx is equal to, that is given in your book also, Qx is equal to x minus 2. So very logically you can understand, when x is equal to 2, or we can say 8x is equal to 2, P2 will be equal to 2 minus 2. So this is equal to 0. So for this polynomial equation, 2 is the 0 of the px is equal to 2. Clear? 0 of the qx, or this is px I have written. So, this is 0 of the equation is 2. So, we say that the 0 of the polynomial px is number c such that pc is equal to 0 for any value. If in a general equation, if we substitute the value in the polynomial, that is c, and this becomes 0. So, we can say that the c is the 0 of the polynomial equation px. C is the 0 of the polynomial equation px, or in the first case x minus 1 is equal to 0, where px is equal to 0. 1 is the root of the polynomial equation px is equal to 0, or we can say that 1 is 0 of the polynomial px is equal to x minus 1, or a root of the polynomial equation, or root of the polynomial equation x minus 1 is equal to 0. What is 1? 1 is the 0 of the polynomial px is equal to x minus 1. Either we will write like this, or we can write 1 is the root of the polynomial equation x minus 1 is equal to 0. This is the way of expressing the 0 of the polynomial. Clear? And it is a very simple task. It seems theoretically somewhat difficult, but it's a very simple thing. Here in the example number 3, check whether minus 2 and 2 are the zeros of the polynomial x plus 2. We have to check plus 2 and minus 2 are the zeros of the polynomial equation x plus 2. This is the polynomial. So, I will write in the general form px is equal to x plus 2. Substituting x is equal to 2. So, P2 is equal to 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So, P2 is equal to 4. It is not equal to 0. Clear? So, 2 plus 2 is not the 0 of the polynomial Px is equal to x plus 2. But in the next, when we substitute x is equal to minus 2, so P of minus 2 is equal to minus 2 plus 2. So, this is cancelled, is equal to 0. So, minus 2 is the root of x plus 2 is equal to 0, or minus 2 is the 0 of the polynomial x plus 2. Clear? Find the 0 of the polynomial Px is equal to 2x plus 1. This is example number 4. 2x plus 1. We have to find out the 0 of the polynomial. It means finding the 0 of the Px, solving the equation, then zero of the polynomial equation Px must be equal to 0. If Px is substituting the value of x, we must get equal to 0. So, now 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So will gives us, or after solving you will get 2x is equal to minus 1. So x is equal to minus 1 upon 2. Clear? Means if we substitute the value of x is equal to minus 1 upon 2 here, means p of minus 1 upon 2 is equal to 2 into minus 1 upon 2 plus 1. So this is 2 upon minus 2 upon 2 plus 1. 2 cancel, so this is minus 1 plus 1. So this is equal to 0. So p of minus 1 upon 2 gives us 0. Means minus 1 upon 2 is the zeros of the polynomial, or minus 1 upon 2 is the root of 2x plus 1. Clear? So this is fourth one. Example, in the general form it is given in your book that ax plus b is equal to 0, and if a is not equal to 0, then the zeros will be equal to b minus b upon a. In a similar way, this is the linear equation, say this ax plus b, in which a should not be equal to 0. This is px. So 0 will be equal to, means that px must be equal to 0 for some value of x. So for some value of x means how we will find out? We will equate ax plus b is equal to 0. So this will give us minus b. So x is equal to minus b upon a. So this is the root of the ax plus b, or you can say this is the 0 of the polynomial ax plus b, that is minus b upon a. So x minus b upon is the only 0 of px. So linear polynomial has one and only one 0. So this is the statement we are getting. The linear polynomial equation will have only one zeros. There will not be number of zeros. Okay. This you will find in the second stage when we will solve, or we will find out the zeros of the quadratic, we will find out the zeros of the cubic. So if the power is 2, you will have the 2 zeros. If power is 3, you will have 3 zeros. Clear? So the power is 1. So it is a linear equation. Means the linear equation is having only 1 zeros. 1 0 means that is only for only one value of x, the equation is equal to 0, or it will have only one root. That is, if ax plus b is the equation, the root value will be minus b upon a. So now list the observation. Okay. Example number 5. Verify whether 2 and 0 are the zeros of the polynomial x square minus 2x. X square minus 2x. We have to verify whether 2 and 0 are the zeros. If it is zeros, then this value must be equal to 0, that is x square minus 2x. Means if you substitute x is equal to 2, you must get p2 must be equal to 0. If we get this value is equal to 0, that means this is the 0 of the equation. So I will substitute the value of x is equal to 2. So p2 is equal to 2 square minus 2 into 2. So this is 2 square is 4 minus 4. So this is equal to 0. So this is correct. 2 is the 0. Now the second thing is x is equal to 0. Means if we substitute the value 0, we must get the value 0. If we will get the value, that means this is satisfied. So p0 is equal to 0 square minus 2 into 0, 2 into 0. So this is 0 minus 0. So this is 0, means again we are getting 0. So 2 and 0 is the zeros of x square minus 2x. Now here you can see that the power is 2. This is a quadratic equation, so there are two zeros. Okay, so there are two zeros.